Alright. Hello everyone. We are back with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous.
I'll go ahead.
Just got done saving Regil with the the evil playthrough, the vampire run, going for the Lich mythic background. Playing a Dampier. Let's see. I'm trying to lean into the whole being a vampire as much as I can. So, as much as possible, all the spells are going to be focused around being a vampire. Let's see. Alright, the opposition schools are divination and evocation. Obviously a necromancer. Alright. Here's hoping this works out. Just finished saving a Hellknight, so let's get to it.
Pretty good, aren't I?
What's done? Random ring. Ring of protection +2. Might as well put that right away. Got a 17 AC, which is pretty bad. I do need to get that higher. (17) with mage armor. Man, that's bad. Okay. Oh, that's because the dex is low. If I get a belt that improves dexterity, that should fix that right up. Let's see. For accessories, get a +2 to on persuasion checks made to intimidate, and can crit better. Me suffering from mind-affecting effects? Sure. Let's see. Give the ring of protection to Sela. It's got an AC of 32. I'll have to do for now. Skeleton of a man wearing armor from the time of the First Crusade. It's holding the skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg. What the? You got to say, still alive. Praise be Saturday. Oh, hold up. Good old Solaire always finds a way. Praise the sun. Did finish dealing with the acre.
I know the way.
Is there anything? There's nothing else in this cave. Already looted the bodies. So let's talk. Alright. Virgil gracefully stows his weapon, places his hands behind his back. You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remains if we can. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. He turns to you and nods slightly. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I am quite interested in the events that occurred at the Great Garrison. And I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about what happened at the Great Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who is capable of fighting demons effectively, then I am ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Virgil speaks pensively, as if talking to himself. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. Usually trust strangers either. I don't care at all whether you believe me. Virgil seems entirely unoffended by the harshness of your response. A perfectly reasonable position, and you are well within your rights. Although if I were you, I wouldn't chase off potential allies so quickly. Is there anything else? Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious issues? Let's see. Oh, hold on. I actually do have to check something real quick. We go over here. Here. Alright. I'm just checking to see if my volume's okay. And the answer is no. Let's try this now. Alright, I think I'm okay. Yeah. Alright, let's get on with this. Now, what are Hellknights doing here within the borders of the world? The same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hellknights have always been a part of the Crusades from the very beginning. We don't answer to Queen Galway, and we act on our own authority. But we serve the common cause. The Scary Spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Virgil barks out the final word. Alright. There. Funny, isn't it? Knights clad in black armor have been fighting this war from the off, but most people don't even know it. The face of the crusade is a Mendevian paladin with the sword of Iomedae gleaming on their gilded armor. In that respect, my cousin Godfrey has a real flair for propaganda, I must say. For the Hellknights, the world wound is just one of several targets. They expend much greater efforts on book burning and suppressing slave uprisings. Yes, their order sent reinforcements here, but Mendev has always borne the brunt of this war. What does Paralictor mean? I am the commander of this unit, and in the Order's hierarchy, I am 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the Whirlwind, there are a few who equal my rank, but I am the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. We're done talking about your atrocities. Do I really care? Sure. We're not done talking about your atrocities. Of course. The Paralictor doesn't seem hurt or surprised. If you wish, I will explain my position in detail. All the soldiers killed at my order belong to my unit. Therefore, the case is an internal matter for the Order of the God Club. The Order of the God Claw is a Hell Knight order that extols the virtues of 5 deities, distilling select tenets into a dogma far from any one god's faith. Not content with seeking divine approval for their knighthood's righteous path, the Order of the God Claw's members have sculpted their beliefs from the harshest, most exacting philosophies of 5 lawful deities: Abadar, Asmodeus, Iomade, Aurori, and Torag. Remade as 5 stern armored paragons, the deities of this pantheon are known collectively as the God Claw. The Hell Knights follow revised doctrines to stamp out disorder, in particular its divine embodiments and beings of absolute chaos, with religious zeal. Rather than targeting the faiths of prominent religions, the Order sets its eyes on supporting lawful crusades, such as the wars fought by Malthun and Mendev, and being at the vanguard of battles against the forces of chaos. No land is beyond the law imposed by Hell Knights, a fact the Order of the Godclaw endlessly seeks to prove. Here we go. You could have sent an appeal to the Order of Commanders, but the result is inevitable. Not only do the Order's rules and field operation guidelines not prohibit it, they even recommend a policy of death as preferable to captivity. So everything that happened, though it is surely lamentable, and has deprived me of a few good fighters, is also a prime example of military necessity. It's hard. I cannot influence your internal rules, but I hope you understand where your the jurisdiction of your order ends and ours begins. I am not trying to force our rules on Crusaders, Commander. I hope you won't try to make us disregard ours. If the incident is settled, I suppose we can return to relevant matters. Alright. What are you going to do now, after the gargoyle attack? I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Regil narrows his eyes. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Yeager steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. Regil nods. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Yeager, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The young knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. Evil, don't forget he abandoned his armor. You might be right. Regil doesn't take his eyes off the young knight, searching for signs of weakness. Another 10 lashes for improper treatment of order property. That's fucked up. Yes, Paralictor. This time, Yeager doesn't grow pale, but only salutes and clenches his fist. Or clenches his teeth. The Paralictor, the epitome of ruthlessness. The young knight singly devoted to his ideals. So far, so dull. Or is it? Could it be that our Sir Yeager holds a thunder for his commander? I heard that sort of thing is rampant in the military. What a relief it is to know that such tawdriness could never afflict our valiant crusaders. Therein smirks. Isn't that right, Hellknight? You're not about to foist yourself on some poor lovesick fool who is enough to be under your command, while knowing his love is doomed to be unrequited. I can hear the acid in your words. Fool whose love is doomed to be unrequited. Let's see. Nothing. I can hear the acid in your words. I was merely pondering how Regil is dealing with this young man, and my thoughts happened to stray to my own bitter fate. However, I am in a slightly better position. My commander, meaning you, is not quite so dull a personage as Paralictor Durant. Regil, who has watched you closely throughout the entire conversation, nods to himself. Now, for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Cannabis suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they have suffered. Are you getting at? What are you getting at? These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with. But if I assume formal command of them, I'll be able to forge them into weapons of reasonable quality. One or two might even become true Hellknights. The rest will be put to good use as well. Okay? Let's see, what do we do here? really think these people will follow you after you've treated them? See, do you think these people will follow you after having treated them? No, what does this have to do with me? A spark flashes in Regel's pale eyes. I suppose, Command, that for leagues around, from Canabras to Dresden, and from Dresden to the cursed city of Is, at the heart of the world, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant to or not. Your own future and much more depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. Do you really think these people will follow you after how you've treated them? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. They know what discipline is, and that victory in war doesn't come without cost. Any among them who still haven't realized that aren't worth my time and effort. Let's see. If I'm going to play this right, I have to treat them as expendable. Can't do the good. No one but them has the right. Fuck that. You can't be Alright. So, can't really lord over them like that. Or you can't give them free reign if you're trying to be a vampire lord. So, chaotic choices is really sensible there. If you're a vampire, you're essentially one of the main things to associate with a vampire lord would be you're a control freak. So, nope, can't have that. We'll support you and recommend that the Knights of the Sunrise Sword fall into your command. Expect your support in return. This one makes sense. I will gladly give my support to one who can efficiently fight the demons. And now, let's turn to our orphans. Regil looks at the warriors in white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one foot to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Order, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order, and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this: under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. The strong subjugates the weak, all is as it should be. Windwalk gives Regil an appraising look, until an even stronger leader comes along and unseats the previous. Camellia scoffs. He's used to people following his orders. Then again, these sniveling cowards are used to humiliating treatment. They won't even consider testing him. What would you do in their position? Challenge the gnome in black to a duel and make him prove himself worthy of command? I would never end up in their position. Good response. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages? Yells one of the knights in white and yellow. I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. The initiates of the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time, and then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay and are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I will review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. Regil turns to you. And now, Commander, for the most important issue, cooperation between our forces. We do have a common enemy and a common battlefield. Let's see, helped you handle the attack. My army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Regil rubs his chin pensively. Dresden, an ambitious goal. But most recently, imagine how such a victory would rally all the separate bands of today's Crusaders under one banner. And we certainly need a base of operations inside the world. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hellknights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide. Hell no. We don't need the likes of these black-armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who will slit my throat if I'm weak and wounded. You can't defend one evil by inviting an equal but slightly more organized evil into your ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons? I could consider that an insult. It's a deal. Yes, my forces and Regil Durange are at your disposal. Alright. Regil in the party, who would I kick? Honestly, I'd probably kick Sela. But that's for later. To it. Okay. I gotta exit.
Follow my lead.
Let's just go. We can start moving army forces around a bit again. Got 10 Hellknights. Find some. So we gotta move this army forward. Archers. Clerics. and just go over there. Command forces. Okay. I don't want to have too many of these units all over the place because it's just going to be a pain. Okay. You can control this too. Okay. That's fine. It's 2 down. Go over to performance. Okay. Now, because I don't want to do all that tediousness all over again, save and move on. Yeah, that's fine. Just go and take them down. Cultists and Grimrocks. Bless. And we go. Strap back on this. Because it's the closest. Strike down a few of these. Perfect. Don't need to focus on them. The Hellknights have finished that one off. Let's see. You to snipe things down a bit. Okay, so far so good. Try to alright, great. Finish off these. Do some damage to the numbers of enemies here. Pretty sure. Yep. No one else. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also recovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priest hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from the mob. And they succeeded. Now, it says it's a 7 difficulty, so there's a good chance this is a dumb idea on my end. But I'm going to try. What are we looking at? Skeleton champions, skeletons, skeleton sharpshooters. Alright. So we're gonna try to take out the ranged units first. As best we can. Oh! That's why we can't. It's immediately too many casualties. There's no chance for healing or anything. Okay, I can't deal with that. It would just make every other combat way more difficult. Sure, you can rest. That's not hard. See, is everybody okay? Yeah, that's fine. Begin.
Healthy, strong, celestial blood. There are few uplanders with whom I would be willing to breed, but you, golden boy, are on my list.
Breed? You have a preternatural talent for killing off the smallest spark of desire in a man.
Damn. Okay, well, grab some stuff and move on. So you spy a traveling merchant? Sure. Trade with this traveling merchants. Or try to anyway. What we got? Skeletal salesman. Right. Skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what day looks like in your world room? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. Would you like a gift? I offer it to you from my undead heart, only for a comrade in the afterlife. Let's see. What is this mission you think your comrade in? And what gift are you talking about? You're my comrade in misfortune because of that nasty stuff the clerics throw around. That hurts us, but heals mortals. So here you go. My favorite tincture. I use it against rheumatism and aching joints. Potion of inflict serious wounds times 10. All because I am a vampire. Very nice of them, I suppose. Hold on. Alright. See here. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, might as well. Oh wait, no. What do you sell? Oh, I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now I've got a fine selection of magicianal, mysterical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there's the personal protection equipment and a whole arsenal for a hunter. Let's see. Exotic wares from faraway land. Don't need that. I imagine that just means exotic weapons. Personal protection equipment could be useful. A magicianal mysterical spell thingy. For now, I don't know. Maybe the protection equipment. Because he's already selling the magic stuff, so we'll find out what the other stuff is. Let's see. The personal protection equipment. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. Tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks on his empty ribcage for emphasis. What would you like to know? How did you become who or what you are? Oh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches. Until I stumbled into a Dracolich's lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventurers. Surely he didn't have much use for all that equipment. But he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. But that didn't save my life. Instead, he turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the river kingdoms, peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so that I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically, he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then, he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom. Plus half of the hoard. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed, like a fool. He showed me the contract and it seemed alright to me, so I just signed it right then and there. We conducted the ritual and the knight found out where my master was hiding by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me my half of the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components, for my freedom, and then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all of my loot and still couldn't even cover my debt. And so he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that. Until I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working for him until Groatus brings the end times. Now that's a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral, with a professional air, the skeleton holds up one white finger. The moral of my story is this: watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in this fine cart, you'll have to pay in gold. Who's your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all. Although by then I had no guts really. The archdevil Mammon is Hell's accountant and treasurer. He rules over the lightless realm of Erebus, and is generally worshipped by greedy and corrupt mortals. His unholy symbol is an azure coin with the head of Mammon stamped on it. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say, Erebus, the third layer of hell, palace of the royal treasurer, entrance by his appointment only. Hell's lair is known as Erebus, an endless dungeon beneath the infernal city of Dis. It is here that the archdevil Mammon keeps Hell's books, accounting for all that is spent in the infernal realm. Requires the mythic path. I don't have it yet. Do you want me to try to free you from this curse? No thanks. The skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that. Only made things worse. I've had enough help. I'll make do. Do you trade with everyone, crusaders and demon worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care about which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they bring it back all ragged and full of holes, looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole. Or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Valerian is a big place. You can always find new customers. Thank you for your answers. You're very welcome. Talking is easier than dragging a cart. I can wag my tongue all day for free, even though I don't have one. Show me your wares. Skeleton joyfully rattles the coins in his skull. Here, take a look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. Okay, let's see what we got. None of it particularly looks bad. Main thing I'm looking at is the armor abrasives +4. A flaming light crossbow seems like it could be nice. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can afford it. If I bulk sell. Nope. Tyranny of mind. Let's see, one of energy. It would be nice, but it's a bastard sword, so I don't have anyone who can use it. Maybe hold on to the scythe. I don't have anything with the ability to use barding yet. No one really using +1 chain shirts. Needs to, so can sell these. That. We'll organize by price. In descending order. 500. Damn. I'll pass. Crossbow of Judgment, though. Could probably sell that. Keen composite although. I'm probably better off just selling the crossbow of judgment. Yeah. Hoarding items is not really the best idea. That's it. Let's see what we can actually get. +2 armor. What are you holding? +2 armor. Okay, so yeah. Alright. Nope. After all that, I've decided I will buy absolutely nothing and just sell everything. End it there. Hopefully the next stuff he sells is better.
I'll go ahead.
Just gonna move on. Morbid Ridge. Right, there was a goblin camp I was supposed to check out. Might as well do it now. The ridge ahead. Corrupted goblin berserkers and can't attack them from the top. Surround some grub. Yeah! You see first. Okay.
Let's
Go
try
after
this
the
way.
The soothsayer first. I didn't want much or anything.
This doesn't look like that.
If everyone hasted, we'll use Vampiric Touch.
My name, Wenduag!
Out of control!
Cover me, all right?
Pyromaniac. Summon more undead. Okay. Now who is this? See Bergson. Take that, Goblin. The girl blows a raspberry. The pile of ash that is left of the enemies. Her ginger braids bobbing merrily. Here. Had a hard time with them. Without you, I'd probably have taken all day. Thanks for your help. Shoes long, they look strange. Who are you and what are you doing here? The girl speaks rapidly, rushing to get it all out. My name is Lucy Bergson. I came here with my dad. His name is John. And we are looking for my puppy Riker. He was taken by evil goblins. They took him and went through a shiny circle. We went after them and ended up here. Wait, little one. Are you saying you're not from Galarian? Where are you from then? What? Never heard of it. We are the Bergsons, and like those nasty goblins, we live near a big mountain called Morta. That's what I know. Okay. You sure those were goblins? They look strange. The corruption changed them. We live by a big mountain called Morta. The spirit is sick, and it poisons everything around it, even goblins. Although they were always nasty even before the corruption. I don't understand. Take your time and tell me everything from the start. You sound like my mom. She blows a stray strand of hair off her forehead and pouts. Well, the nasty goblins took my pet wolf. Then they opened a portal and went through it, taking Riker with them. Dad and I went after them, and then even more goblins came through after us. But those were different, evil goblins. The corruption made them cruel and dangerous. And so we all teleported here to your world. It's strange, very different. Everything is so bright and weird. Dad went after the goblins to bring Riker back and told me to wait here. As I was waiting, evil goblins attacked me. And then you came. I'm waiting for Dad and Riker so that we can all go back home. Well, I've been waiting for ages now, and they haven't come back yet. I'm kind of worried. Only a little bit, though. Can you help me find them, pretty please? That is a standard quest. Considering it's in the world room, that's pretty strange to have a kid just sitting here alone, but yeah, okay. I know the game that this character is supposed to be like from, so sure. Honestly, it's like a Diablo style game where you can just run. I'm not sure if Diablo is the best comparison, but yeah, you can just run through and like with several different characters, killing hordes of enemies. She's not helpless, so I really don't need to be here helping her out. But Lucy, I need to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. You came from a different world, but you're talking about it like it's something mundane. Well, not mundane exactly. I haven't been to other worlds before, but Growing up seeing all kinds of miracles around me. You see, we Bergsons aren't a run-of-the-mill family. We defend our world from evil spirits and fight the corruption. Battle all kinds of monsters, weave spells, have visions, and the girl flaps her hands about energetically, and her braids sway like little flames. It's a great adventure to travel to a different world. I would probably be a lot more surprised if I wasn't a Bergson, so tell me about your father. Dad, well, he's Dad. Big and strong, he protects everyone. He's got a shield and a sword and a big beard. You'll know him when you see him. Riker is the name of your pet wolf? Yes. He's a wolf, but he's small, like a regular dog. He's white and fluffy and simply the best. He's part of the family. The Bergsons never leave their own behind. That's why Dad and I came here, to get him back. Wolf or no, he's not safe with goblins. You need to hurry up and help this little girl find him. Sure, buddy. If you came here through the goblin portal, how will you get back home? Lucy smiles, her eyes sparkling with mischief. There's a secret way, magic crystals. They always take us back home, no matter where we are or what happens to us. Thank you for your answers. Don't even mention it. I want to know more about your work. I'm not much of a storyteller. Grandma Margaret normally tells them, and Dad is a pretty good storyteller too. Lucy taps her fingers against each other. You should find Dad. He'll be able to tell you everything. I will try to find your father and recover. Really, you're the best. The goblins went to the caves behind these ruins. Dad went after them. I'll wait here in case Dad or Riker get back before you do. Okay. What do we got? We got several rings protection. What is this? +1 crossbow. Perfect. Let's grab the rest. Well, before I had to figure out what I was going to do with these because there were so few around. Now everyone can have a +1 ring. It's great. Okay. Yep. Showing you in the water. Cool, forget the trees. Persons are out. I'm hearing persons.
Crusading isn't that boring after all. No! Tactical retreat! No?
Use channel. Wait.
dear. Don't worry about me.
I will see to your demise.
Well, that could have gone better.
I know the way.
What do we got here? This one, breastplate. Cave.
Wow. Hello there.
Probably shouldn't have saved after that.
You can trust me.
But I'm greedy.
Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Use a few seconds.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Alright.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Give it box. What do we got? Potions of Vanish, Potion of Death Ward, that's pretty cool. Yeah, sure.
Follow my lead.
Alright. Let's see, what is it?
A trivial matter.
Ancient crumbling rocks. It looks like an old Sarkorian crypt.
This is my kind of work.
Okay.
As it should be. That is not far.
Alright. It's as good as time to stop as any. Alright. Thank you to everyone who joined me on this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're getting back into the swing of things. Going through our vampire / lich. See you all later. Until then, please take care.